Why is chicken so cheap? Chicken is one of the cheapest meats available at the grocery store, but did you ever wonder why? Efficient processing. Labor is often the most expensive input in any product, including food products. Chicken processing is highly automated, but when you talk about quartering and sectioning meat into like legs, wings, that is much more manual, even if a machine does it. So every time a machine or a person touches a chicken, that is adding processing cost to the final product. So a whole chicken is going to be much cheaper than getting like processed chicken, like just getting wings or legs or something like that. It is also well documented that there are a lot of safety issues surrounding workers doing chicken processing. Injuries at processing plants adds to the overall expense of producing chicken. However, given that labor is the most expensive input in chicken processing, there's a lot of pressure to cut corners at the expense of safety. Economies of scale. Both livestock farms and meat processing facilities are highly mechanized and automated. One of the main advantages of economies of scale is being able to distribute fixed costs over many units, like chickens in this case. Specialization and division of labor is another concept that has revolutionized modern society, and chicken processing specifically. You have highly specialized machines and staff that concentrate on just like one step in a process. Workers become more skilled at their specific tasks and utilizing the equipment assigned to them. However, it's important to note that the high rate of burnouts and injury associated with doing just one process all day repeatedly, month in, month out. In addition to economies of scale and labor and equipment, you can also apply this concept to negotiating when like purchasing and selling things. The more feed you are buying as a farmer, the cheaper price you can get per unit. For the meat processor, the more chickens you're purchasing from the farmer, the more you can negotiate the price down. There are also economies of scale regarding logistics. If a truck is going to a destination, it really does not add much additional cost whether the truck is half full or totally full. It's always best to run these trucks that are full of cargo. In addition, I would argue that it's cheaper per unit to run large trucks than, small box trucks. So there's that in terms of economies of scale as well. Short growth time. Chickens can be market ready in the European Union in 42 days and in the United States in 48 days. Let's talk about this further in the next point, which is breeding and genetics. A broiler chicken is bred and raised specifically for meat production. Selective breeding emphasizes favorable traits like high growth. Broiler chickens grow fast, make efficient use of their feed to produce meat, and have a high meat yield per chicken. In the United States, the most common broiler chicken you're going to come across in the grocery store is the Cornish cross, which is a hybrid of the Cornish and the White Plymouth Rock breeds. Contrary to popular belief, hormone usage is not as prevalent as people believe it is. The high growth rate of broiler chickens is primarily due to genetic selection and nutrition, their diets. Byproduct utilization. So when I keep saying whole chicken that you're purchasing at the grocery store, it's not in fact whole. The organs, feathers, blood, beak, neck, feet have all been removed and sold or repurposed. If you visit an Asian supermarket or even some of these Walmarts, you're going to see things like chicken feet for sale, gizzards for sale. And so by utilizing and selling those byproducts, you can reduce the price of either like a whole chicken or chicken breast or whatever like meat you're purchasing. Subsidies. Tax money subsidizes farming, including livestock. In the United States, corn and soybeans are heavily subsidized and form the bulk of livestock feed, including like chicken feed. Soybean meal is the primary protein source in chicken feed due to its high-quality amino acid profile. The federal government offers crop insurance programs to mitigate weather, pests, and market risks. There are also price support programs whereby the government purchases surplus crops when prices are low and releases the crops when the market prices rise. Direct payments are even made in some cases to farmers to provide a stable income. Looking forward, I believe more and more of our diets will be composed of chicken for the near future as people shift from beef and fish to cheaper meat sources like chicken and pork. We've talked about some of the many reasons chicken is so cheap. It's important to have an affordable meat source to feed people. Protein is an important source of nutrition for any diet. Chicken is delicious and offers a satisfying meal for all classes of society.